Were you playing the bass right now?
I was slapping it, but in my mind, it's Jerry Seinfeld.
And in the back of my mind.
Sometimes I stare at my balls.
So thank you guys once again tuning into the Bsidesports show, and I am your host. Oh, wait, your what? Your what?
So a horse walks into a bar, the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
Hey,
Gay horses.
B-Sides Sports Show host.
Nay.
Hey, nice try there, buddy. Your host, Ralph Figueroa, and you guys are tuned in listening to the guys. We got together again. Yeah,
We hangs.
episode. My voice is hoarse.
Marty.
Who was that? Take away Space-Time Continuum.
2015.
That's Eric J. What's up, man?
What up, man?
What's
What's
up,
going
Eric?
on? I'm Eric J. Just for those of you do not know.
Huh?
And actually, you know what? I'm the VP of Trojan Condoms.
Oh.
Yes, actually, we're actually releasing a new condom. It's called the Sarkeesian condom.
Oh.
Yeah, we put liquor in the reservoir. You got to be careful because too much cockiness can actually cause it to blow up, and then the real dick is exposed. Just saying.
Wow,
USC.
We call it the Little Richard.
That's it.
What up?
What's up, brother?
How you been, man?
Tutti frutti. I've been good. I actually want to give a little shout out to my daughter, CJ.
Oh.
Dora.
Dora.
My Dora. She's
Shout out.
cool. Shout out to her. She actually made her JV softball team. And then,
Wait, does she know that we call her Dora?
No, she doesn't know. In a sense, she kind of does.
Wait, just quickly,
Right.
we'll tell the story afterwards.
Okay.
Yes. So Dora.
So shout out to her. She made it, and not bad for a kid born with only night vision. Is that the ball or the sun?
They play night games, maybe.
In her mind. But no, she went out there, man. She was practicing, going to the practices, did the tryouts twice, and yeah, she did it. So congrats to her.
Oh,
Good
that's
job.
dope, man. That's
Shouts out to her.
congratulations.
Yeah.
She was at our alma mater.
Well, Workman. right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's doing it.
Nice.
Get her GPA up, though.
Why do we call her Dora?
Okay, so our inside thing with CJ, my little Clarissa, is Dora. So one day we're at my house and we're hanging out and going over some things and talking and joking and whatnot. And my wife and my daughter were having a hair issue.
Yes.
So my wife was like, "No, you can't have your hair like this and that." And so my wife gave her bangs and made her cute. I mean, nothing all crazy or nothing. Not like the owner of the Raiders.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, not that far.
not that far, but cute. But my
Yes.
daughter came. All I heard is, "I hate it. I look like freaking Dora the Explorer." Yeah, why do you listen to Dad? Is he your boss? Is he your boss? She was like, "He's my husband." "He's not your boss, though." And he came down. She came down, and she's like, "This is my friend Ralph. Hi. You know what? Just to let you know, this is all your fault. I look like freaking Dora. They're gonna laugh at me." I said, "You want a purple backpack?"
Why'd she blame it on you?
So ever since then, that's been Dora.
That's been Dora.
That's how I know her.
That's how he knows her.
Why was it your fault? Like,
Yeah.
it was your idea for that haircut?
Yeah, because she wanted some crazy old punker thing. She wanted to go like with her hair like purple or something,
yeah, it was-
and it was like, nah,
it
man,
was
give
hilarious.
her a girl haircut.
You should have told her, be lucky that you didn't do it yourself, because it would have probably come
And
out
that
a lot
was-
worse.
Now, mind you, this was the first time that I'm meeting her.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
the first time around me.
It's right around Christmas time. It was
It was awesome.
hilarious.
So shouts out to my little Dora.
Yeah,
go.
congrats. So of course, with the trio
Yes.
is complete. We have Shaye, Whitey.
She
Yeah,
whiz
that's right, that's right.
What's up, man? So
good, bro.
So what
Welcome
happened?
back.
What happened Monday?
Oh, Monday, man. So it's been another B-side week, and it started out, Monday, man. We had our 5-year anniversary.
Yeah,
like I told
dude.
you about, man. It was like a party in here. It was crazy, man. We had all kinds of special guests, live ciphers. We had, most of our DJs came through.
Inquiry minds want to know, were there any ladies?
Oh yeah, ladies in the house. It was a packed house. We had a lot of even just supporters.
A lot
at the
of
show.
ladies.
The Mary Jane girls showed up.
Mary Jane.
I was kind of stuck.
They were
the
meeting
back.
in the ladies'
It
room.
was a
Yeah.
different meeting in the ladies' room.
Yeah, I was in the back doing the running the production and even back there we had like a whole we had plenty of beer. I'll tell you that much.
They did that. You know how like in the 50s they would stack up all kinds of teenagers in a telephone booth. That's
Right,
how the
yeah,
little
yeah.
recording studio. The thing was in the
Nice.
But
back.
shout out to everybody that came through, and you could actually see that show. And if you just see it, you'll see it's like a party. We had all the live ciphers broke out with 2 mechs. self-provoked Percy P.
And who?
Jism, your boy
the
Jism.
almighty Jism.
He was here.
I was skating all over the dang
Oh,
place.
sick
I
Jack and-
jism twice today.
Oh yeah,
Look at
there
this
you go.
Saturday.
It's Saturday.
I'm excited.
That, my ambidextrousness comes out.
It was dope, man. We had Sick Jack and came through. A lot of
Oh,
artists.
dope.
Had a couple performances, live performances, and everybody just having a good time. And it was catered for Chef Junior, and that was dope. And then
And then tell them about after where they had the hologram of Patrick Swayze.
Oh,
yeah, nice. The Patrick
The
Swayze hologram.
Roadhouse?
The
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
It was-
The Roadhouse combined with Ghost.
we had a dance off against the hologram. It was a dance off.
Was he doing security out back? Is that what he was doing? Nice,
him
man.
and Sam Elliott.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and then all week we had a forum Wednesday. We brought back Young Baka's forum. That he does here for the B-side forum, and then we
Right.
also had Relevance Radio on Thursday. We were here for that, and then actually today, right now, going down is the Hip Hop for Humanity canned food drive.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna try to get over there after this, but yeah, they have. I know it's already cracking off. I know they already collected a lot, and it's
Are you
probably
taking canned foods?
Oh yeah, for
Are,
sure.
the ones that you don't use?
Nah.
Like
Nah.
what's asparagus?
That's what I remember. Somebody had put that out before too when they were
Cream
advertising the
corn
flyer.
again?
Yeah, they were like, don't just get everything from the back of the cover that you'll never use and bring that. I mean, come on, bring something that
like
they can
what's
actually
cream
do
of
something
mushroom
with.
tips?
Yeah,
What about mushroom bottoms?
on Chopped they would make it work.
Hey,
It's
you
not
know what?
chopped,
That's the heart of chokes.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're hungry, bottoms up.
All right, nice.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So welcome back, man.
Right.
There's a lot of sports going down right
Yeah.
now.
How about you,
Absolutely.
Mr. Figueroa?
Dude, it's been good. It's been a great week. And yesterday we did a show at the Ice House. So we got moved to the main room. Dude, we sold out. It was awesome, dude.
Nice,
It
dude.
was awesome. It was completely
Atmosphere good?
Yeah, energy was great. A lot of comics, were showing some mad love support last night too, dude. Aside from the fact, as soon as people walked in, they were like, "Man, this is gonna be a good time." Like it felt like one of those shows,
Right, hell yeah.
And everybody's having a good time. So Chueco, was hilarious, bro.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's
Shout out to him.
and he was doing a lot of new material, which is awesome. And we're looking at these comics like, man, we're all evaluating each other,
Yeah.
and like there's a good group of people right now, so we're having a good time. And then Jeff Garcia showed up, which was pretty dope.
Nice.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, he came
He's
by
funny.
and hey, man, do you mind if give me a spot? I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
And
that's cool.
Dope.
put him
man.
up there.
So
people-
he went to your show and asked to get on there.
Yeah, man. So
That's props.
and dude, and that, especially coming from a guy that I have a lot of respect for,
Yeah.
that
He's
meant
been
a
doing
lot
it for
to
a
me,
long
dude.
time.
Yeah, dude, and so shout out to my boy Jeff Garcia,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
So
Who's an alumni with me at Valley High School.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he went to Valley.
I went to Valley and Fabian,
Fabian too. I think he knows him too. He
that's
knew him.
continuation, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
I picked them up on Hacienda and Gale right in front of Del Taco.
We had to take the bus.
We had to. Who cared if it was little?
So so Jeff, it was cool, man. Great show. Everybody had a good time. The staff was awesome at the Ice House. So
Dope, man.
definitely, let them know it's they get mad love. They actually, some of the guys are listening. Some of the bartenders are like, hey man, that B-Side-Sports was pretty fun.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
That's dope,
yeah.
man.
So shout out
Hey, so
to Brian and the guys
cool,
back there, man.
Brian McKnight.
Hey, you're unbelievable.
One is like a dream come true. But also, whatchamacallit, from what I recall, dude, like your shows have been pretty much selling out for the most part. Like
they've,
almost
been,
every.
they've been consistently doing well. So
Wow,
and we're just
man.
gonna keep it going. Things are going great, and the venue's happy. The audience is happy. And that's the thing, man. We're
good momentum.
Yeah, we're out here to share laughter, bro.
Yeah,
like how
have a good time.
how awesome is that, dude?
Yeah.
You should make that into a sign and hang it over your bathroom.
Mhm.
Brian McKnight, Brian McTwo.
Brian McDay. What about Brian McDay?
McDiesel.
It's a sandwich you get after 9.
So yeah, man. So things are going good, and
Dope,
so
man.
so we've got some stuff obviously going on Sunday, which is normally when we record. So we're recording on a Saturday, which is pretty awesome too. It's good to be out on a Saturday and feel
It
productive.
feels good.
Yeah.
Feels
You know
like
what
I'm
I
doing-
mean?
Right now, I'd be in my box. Actually, I'm still in my boxers.
You don't
You
even
lie.
You don't know what's going down on the B side down there.
You got to lie.
B side.
He even turned them inside out for today.
I sniffed them.
After using them all week.
They look like my butt was smoking cigarettes. They have
Oh,
nicotine
no.
stains.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, don't slide into second. No. So, see, obviously, the energy's different. We're having a good time.
Right.
And, so thank you guys for tuning in and listening to B-Side Sports Show. You guys have obviously found us on our SoundCloud or our YouTube channel. So Thank you for tuning in, liking our stuff on Instagram, and you guys could once again always find us on our social media at Bsidesports Show.
Yep.
So we got a few things to talk about because a lot of different sports actually going on right now.
Yeah.
Sports
packed.
is kind of buzzing,
It's
and
big
so we're
time.
gonna do. Of course, we have our trending hot topics. We'll do some athlete birthdays, who's in trouble this week in sports history. This week we're gonna do a sports news around the world. So Shaye's got some stuff that
going on.
we
Yep.
want to know
International stuff.
what's going on in our part of the country. What do
With the
we want to
Scotsman.
know?
What about the Scotsman?
I hope someone is wearing a skirt of some type.
Played it.
So and then we're gonna do an NBA review since the NBA season is still fairly underway.
Mm-hmm.
Only a few games in, and then we'll do our shout out. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in, and we're gonna move into our first segment and do some trending hot topics. Go ahead, hit it, Drakk.
Hot and so hot in here. So hot and
So I think he wanted pizza.
Okay.
He wanted Pizza Hut in here.
Ooh,
So he got some Hut in here.
some hut in here.
Because he's a rapper. It's slangish.
Oh man,
It's
he
a-
just talked the pizza and he knew.
Yeah, he goes, I got some Hut in here. So pepperoni's on. I love it.
Nice. So,
Shout out to Nelly and his Band-Aid.
oh man. So, speaking of Nelly, where's he from?
San Luis.
San Luis.
San Luis Potosí. I think it's next to Michoacán.
San Luis. Well, they didn't get a chance to win the World Series this year. So.
But the other Missouri did.
The other Missouri side did. Are they Missouri?
It's on the other side of the arch.
Congratulations
Other
to
side of
the
the
Kansas City Royals,
That's right.
baseball world champions for the first time since 1985.
Yeah, when George Brett was at Pine Tar.
Yeah, they were
so,
strong, man. They ran off a bunch of wins in a row.
Yeah, and that last game went into extra innings. Christian Colon's RBI single in the 12th is what they you know what, the Mets should have won that game. They should have won that
they
game,
had
and they lost it in the top of the ninth.
They could have extended that series, and
And-
you don't know what's going to happen when it goes that far.
Yeah, so props to the Kansas City Royals. They definitely deserve this.
They
did,
were
they
hungry
did.
since last year.
After last year,
consistent all the way.
they came short last year, and they were going to not be denied. This
Yeah,
time.
yeah, and of course the Dodgers definitely got a lot of stuff going on in this offseason already. Greinke, obviously, he is thinking about maybe taking the free agency deal, and
Ooh, man,
That-
that's a big loss. If
you know,
he-
yeah,
That
for
would
the-
be.
So, but you know what? The city of LA offered him LA bus rides for life to try to keep him back.
Really?
Yes, yeah. How about a free ticket to not paradise?
Yeah, but I mean, is he really going to want to ride
Well,
around
maybe
on
the
buses in LA?
Paradise, the strip joint.
I don't know if he wants to ride around on buses
is
in LA.
Is it off the blue line?
Yeah.
No, but it'll give you blue anyways.
No, it smells like urine.
You know who else smells like urine sometimes?
Flavor Flav?
Kirk Gibson when he soils himself.
Oh.
He doesn't wear a cup.
After the 88 celebration, World Series hero Kirk Gibson interviewed for the LA Dodgers manager job. You guys know
That's
that?
right.
Oh, really?
So
It went good, I heard, because when he left, he was like this.
He's just doing the pull,
The
pull.
pull.
Yeah.
It's actually his trick knee, but it's all
Right.
good.
In boxing news, Top Rank CEO Bob Arum stated that Manny Pacquiao will end his career with a final fight on April 9th before retiring to his life of politics in his home country of the Philippines.
Yes.
Philippine.
So, Pacquiao, of course, his possible opponents, he's got 4 of them in mind. He's got a couple. You know what? And as a matter of fact, we got Danny. Danny is available to talk to. So we're going to talk to Danny Pacquiao, which is Manny's brother. And, hey, so what do you think, Danny?
What's up, Danny?
Hey, Palace is good back here.
Okay.
It's temporary time, but it's back here.
Always good to see you, Dan.
It's always great to see you, bro.
I like being here. Where's Brack?
he's in the back.
That is the spelling.
So let me tell you, Danny. So your brother has a couple possible opponents. What do you think about his possibilities fighting Amir Khan?
First of all, Manny, I think Cobra Khan, the guy, he's bad G.I. Joe. And I seen that Amir Khan, I thought I was a slumdog millionaire, but if you look at him, oh my goodness, he is so scary. He take showers where he poo.
What about Danny Garcia?
Oh, I seen Danny Garcia too. Oh, that guy. I tell him and make him a tamale, the sweet kind, the Philippine kind, with crab and a balut.
And ooh. What about Terrence Crawford? What do you think of that as an opponent for your brother?
Neither him, the Crawford. No, he too busy doing Empire. He talking like, I am carrying Crawford. I am carrying Crawford.
Oh, Danny.
And he looked like the Lamar Odom of boxing.
Wow, I love how Danny keeps it real. All right, speaking of
110%.
speaking of another Lamar Odom
Yes.
look-alike, what about Timothy Bradley?
Oh,
Yeah.
I seen that Bradley Timothy. He's like the oldest Wayne brother. That Keenan Ivory. That is the Keenan Ivory
Okay.
in living color
Okay, so Danny, who do you think is going to be his opponent?
himself.
Thank you, Danny Pacquiao. You are awesome. We love having you here
Thanks,
at the
Danny.
B-Side
Thank you to be
Sports.
here.
Hey, one more question. What about tonight, Timothy Bradley? You gonna scout that fight and check him out and see what he's about, or no? Or you can't afford the pay-per-view, or
Tonight, I am going to watch his brother Milton Bradley.
Milton? Oh, Monopoly.
All night, I am the banker.
Oh, okay. Thanks. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. K.
So, speaking of the Timothy Bradley fight, Rios made weight after his second try. So
Really?
they did the weigh-in for tonight. So we'll see what's
Keenan
going to happen.
Ivory? Wayne?
The Keenan Ivory weigh-in.
There it is.
There.
There it is. There. In college football news, Ohio State still number one in the AP polls with Baylor, Clemson, LSU, and TCU rounding out the top five. And NFL news, guess who might be coming back? Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo.
Oh,
yeah.
he had an extra rib put in.
Yeah, I think they needed that.
Yeah, he took part in practice on Wednesday for the first time since he broke his left collarbone back on September 20th. But guess who thinks he could be quarterback for the Cowboys right now?
I'm going with what's his name? Bradshaw, Terry Bradshaw.
Close enough. Stone Cold Steve
Oh,
Austin.
yeah, I think I heard about this.
No.
Yes.
He's all, listen, I'll get that son bitch. Before that son bitch comes back, I'll be the quarterback.
Oh my God, is that him?
Wow,
we
is
have
that-
him
was
in
that
house.
him?
Was
Was
that
that
close? I don't know. I don't know.
Pretty close. You know who was pretty close but no cigar? Colin Kaepernick. How about that guy?
I was gonna go with George Burns.
Speaking of the San Francisco 49ers have officially made the change at quarterback to Blaine Gabbert. This week's game against the Falcons. Niners coach Jim Tomsula said that Kaepernick needed to take a step back and breathe. But Kaepernick didn't agree with that and said, "I'm not out of breath, so I don't understand that reference." That's Kaepernick is not the brightest guy there.
So what did he do? He held his breath for as long as he could. So I'll show you. I need to take a breath.
I'll tell you.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
What's with the oxygen tank?
Also in the NFL news, Ike Incampali.
What's that?
Incampali.
In Poly.
He has ink where?
Is it a 63 or a 64 in Poly?
It's a rag top.
Diamond in the back.
That's the guy that got suspended 4 games for hitting Jets quarterback Geno Smith in the jaw.
Nice.
That's the guy. He got suspended 4 games. Has been disciplined by the NFL for, obviously the punch. According to reports, Raiders linebacker Ray Armstrong has been fined. Yes, Ray.
That's
Not
not-
Ray.
it's
Not
not a
Ray.
nickname.
Ray.
Yeah, no. He doubled up.
Yeah.
Double up.
Double down.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like RAYRAE.
If,
Ray.
hey, who that? That's Ray.
Double R.
So Ray, why you be hitting Geno like that? Ray, knock it off. So they fined him $17,000 for an unnecessary roughness against obviously Geno. That was an awesome game, by the way, which the Raiders played phenomenal last week. So right now they're the hot topic of the league because it's
Turnaround.
everything's always been so negative about the team and
Exactly.
and it seems like their worst play on the field equates to all of a sudden they start focusing on the fan base. It's like, you know what? Don't worry about that, But now it's like the team's doing great. Everybody's behaving themselves.
quarterback is
The quarterback
prime.
stepping up big
Dude,
time.
Derek Carr. I don't know. I'm on his team. I like that guy,
But
man.
you know who also got in trouble for unnecessary roughness? Sinbad.
Hey, have you seen Derek Carr? Derek Carr's
But that was very unnecessary roughness to my memory.
Oh, I know.
Scott Bakula.
What happened?
We're back in time.
Scott back. Quantum leap.
Ray, stop hitting people, Ray.
Yeah, no, Derek Carr's numbers though. I was looking at the stats. They're very similar to Aaron Rodgers. He's
very
he's
good.
like really similar
Very
to
good.
Aaron. I mean,
So-
and that's a big company.
So,
right there.
and you know what? Right now, the NFL,
Right.
there's a lot of teams doing really well or really bad. In the AFC, though, the Patriots, Broncos, Bengals, and the Colts, which is the Colts are one of those teams that are
Broncos, base BMW,
Yeah.
Bengals.
that
Having
division.
problems. Yeah.
That's a Colt poop in there.
Yeah, supposedly they had an
Back
all-player
kicking.
meeting, trying to figure out what's
Yeah.
wrong.
Who? So-
The Colts.
The Colts.
Really?
I guess the coaches got into it. So
Yeah, so like, they had an all-player only meeting and trying to figure out what.
They all met at the stables.
in the NFC, the Giants, Cardinals, Packers, and the undefeated Panthers still lead their division. Finally, in wacky sports news, I saw this awesome video, which is pretty cool.
Is it horses with pants?
Oh, yeah.
Even better?
Yes.
It was a ping pong trick shot compilation video.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Yes.
18 and over?
Yes.
Awesome.
You know who it was posted by?
Forrest Gump.
For the win.
Forrest Gump.
That's what it is. For the win. That's how awesome it is, dude. They just say it right in there. For the win.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Are we talking about the right kind of ping pong?
Is it ping pong or table tennis? So that's the
How
same
about
thing.
pocket ping pong?
Nice.
Ping ping?
I'm a good paddler. I don't know what that means.
Can you smoke out of it?
You know who should have been smoking though? It's official. Soccer can be boring. Yes.
Yeah.
A commentator was fired for falling asleep during the Champions League match. It was actually a crucial game in the Champions League between Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh. Le
Oh,
Petit
yeah.
Doigt.
Le petit doigt.
Shout out to Ludo.
So it was being broadcast on LETV, which is in Beijing. Oh,
Oh.
and guess what his name is?
What?
Dong Lu.
Oh, nice.
How do you hang, Dong Lu?
Yeah.
Veteran Chinese broadcaster. He fell asleep during the game. It was so bad, dude. He was actually snoring.
You could hear him snoring.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. What,
Hey, what do you think the reaction in Beijing was when they heard the snoring? Eric?
Snore. But then the words came in like 5 minutes later.
He was so tired he started going go.
He was no, he was and then all of a sudden you hear and it's being broadcasted.
Oh
That's
my
hilarious.
God,
That's not a very good sign for the teams that we're playing, is it?
God, you know what? Bless them for trying to make soccer more interesting. Thank you, ESPN, for giving us the highlights that take like over an hour to get to. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's not a sport you want to really sit through. But
Yeah, exactly.
If you have hemorrhoids.
I know, right? So we've got a lot of topics that we're also going to talk about the NBA in a little bit.
Yes.
So we're going to do a whole segment about that. So don't think we're skipping the NBA news. 'Cause there's a lot
Nah,
of
not
good
the
stuff in there.
nubba.
So once again, you guys are tuning in and listening to B-Side Sports Show with Shaye, Whitey, Eric J, and myself, Ralph Figueroa.
Yeah.
We're going to move into our next topic of conversation.
What is it?
And I don't know. How about we do a little bit of athlete birthdays?
Yeah.
Go ahead, hit it, Drakk.
I say it's my birthday sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
I did that last time at the proctologist.
Ooh.
Got it for free, y'all.
From Dr. Long Donk, now paging Dr. Longfingers.
And he fell asleep behind the microphone, too.
Dr. Thumbs, now paging Dr. Thumbs.
Oh, how about in Pee Wee Herman's big paging Dr. Herman?
Herman.
Dr.
Dr.
Herman.
Herman.
Dr. Pee Wee Herman. Nice.
I'm a loner, daddy. A rebel.
Pee Wee Herman once had one of these.
A birthday?
A birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, because here at the B-Side Sports Show, we like to say that it's
Always
always.
somebody's
somebody's
birthday.
So, Eric J, take it away, bro.
Thank you, sir. We're going to start on the 8th, which is tomorrow,
Okay.
November. So we got a Greek soccer player named Spiros Gogolos.
Oh.
Yes, Spiros Gogolos actually translated means spinning head jacks. Because you're turning and doing Gogolos.
That's crazy.
Also, we got pro soccer player Twan Sheepers, a.k.a. the Bushwhacker. Because he's sheeping his Twan. Also celebrating her birthday, we got Olympic high jumper Blanca Vlasic, a.k.a. the albino pickle. Man, where's the stalk?
Hello, my darling.
Hello, my baby. Greenbacks. Also, we got NFL player Ken Blackman. And despite being an oversized Caucasian, Blackman actually uses this race card. Or you're going to diss a black man because I'm a white guy?
Yeah, player.
Black, yeah. Where's Kevin?
Where Kevin? What Kevin? Kevin, tell the truth.
So, celebrating a birthday on the 9th of November, we got cricketer Joe Hardstaff.
Oh.
And Hardstaff actually is known for being a tough opponent because he felt embarrassed if they felt him soft.
He's a hard staff.
He's the Hardstaff.
Hardstaff's going to have a good time on his birthday.
That's a great name to put in the little bank of possible.
For the future.
Yes. Who knows? I might have to change my name for entertainment value.
That's what they did to Demolition Man.
You could put an ad out.
Apparently, Ralph Dickert is kind of weird. Anywho.
Ralphie D.
You could put an ad out. Hardstaff. My name is Hardstaff.
Hi, my name is Ralph Dickert.
Ralph Dickert. That's right.
Hi, nice to meet you, ladies.
Bottoms up. Marty. Butthole. Also celebrating a birthday on the 9th of November, we got Russian gymnast Victor Chukarin. That's Victor Chukarin. And it actually reminds me of the time my actual cousin Victor started, he bought a gun, and my uncle kept telling him, Victor Chukarin? Ja or no? Telling me.
Yes.
¿Sí o no?
Yes.
I said, no, vete al Fox.
Eres
The
un
Fox Theater?
Eres un fuck you. ¿Sabes, Victor? Eres un fuck you. Also celebrating the birthday, we got NFLer Jimmy Hitchcock, a.k.a. Attachable Penis. Attachable Penis. Put it on. Celebrating the birthday on the 10th of November, we got a baseball player Jimmy Dykes, a.k.a. Detachable Penis.
Sing.
Also celebrating the birthday, we got football coach Jerry DiNardo, a.k.a. Jerry the Genitalia.
Whoa.
Sounds
Slow
like a
down,
mobster.
Hey.
We also got
on?
Icelandic athlete Magnus Shaving, a.k.a. Full Body Wax.
Oh,
They have athletes in Iceland.
smooth.
Yeah, for reals, right?
I am so fresh and so cleans.
Do you think they're in the Summer Olympics? Is they from Iceland?
Yeah, but isn't Iceland actually green and Greenland is actually ice?
Yes.
Isn't it like the opposite?
It is the opposite, and
Yes.
they both spread each other's germs. Equal balance. Also celebrating a birthday on the 10th, we got Major League Baseball player Butch Husky, a.k.a. Thick Biscuit. It's Butch and Husky.
Well, that's another good name for the bank.
Nice. That is a good one, dude. That one belongs in the oven. Also, we got CFL player Dan Farding. Coincidentally, Farding is a slot back.
and he has some kind of a flatulence problem.
He does. Well, speaking of flatulence problem, we all got NFL player Lonnie Martz. And Martz is actually a term you use when you have a fart attack while masturbating.
What? So that's what that's called. I'm always wondering what that was called.
You thought you invented it by yourself.
Yeah, no.
That's when the muffler leaks.
Double A, MCO.
Oh man, you could have
Your transmission is going. Sir.
Martz.
that's an emergency waiting to happen.
Celebrating her birthday on the 11th of November. We got baseball player Rabbit Manville. And this is what Silly Rabbit calls Fantasy Island. Manville.
Or his wiener.
Yeah.
Manville.
We got we also celebrate the birthday. We got Japanese gymnast Haruhiro Yamashita, a.k.a. the Squatting Samurai.
Oh,
Yamashita.
I'll be right back. Yamashita.
I'm a shit on myself. Also celebrating the birthday, we got Portuguese soccer player Manich, a.k.a. Prickly Pear.
Is that what they used to serve in school? A manich? Was that the Wednesday burger? A manich?
Is that the glove with the 4 fingers?
Don't you hate when you get managed?
Marty.
No, don't go back in that time.
Also celebrating the birthday, we got baseball player Pie Trainer, a.k.a. Teaching the Taco. The Pie Trainer. Pie Trainer. And also celebrating the birthday on the 11th, we got cricketer Wussy Modi, a.k.a. Tuckback of Notre Dame.
An athlete named Wussy.
Moto is or a Vespa, whatever. It's shortened for Vespa.
I like the tuckback. That's his best one. He gave it himself.
You see
That
Moda.
nickname. Celebrating the birthday on the 12th, we got ice skater Tanya Harding, the trailer trash terrorist, because she hit that girl in the knee. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Tanya
Yeah,
Harding, or her
Nancy.
friend.
Did she actually
Kerrigan.
do it,
Oh,
or
yeah.
she had somebody?
She had
do it?
somebody do it.
yeah.
She had I think a Chris Farley do it or something like that. Also celebrating her birthday, we got pro boxer Michael Moore.
Okay, I
and
remember
not to be confused with the director Michael Moore, who directed Fahrenheit 9/11. But this guy actually also has a movie out on him called Fear Fight 9/11. Fear Fight. He hates fighting. Celebrating a birthday also, we got Dutch cyclist Peter Post. And Peter's actually famous for pedaling the bumpy roads with no seat.
Ooh.
He's Peter Post.
That must hurt.
And also on the 12th, your favorite player, Shaye, Sammy Sosa. Celebrating a birthday on the 12th. And I didn't know actually Sosa was an acronym. It actually stands for straight out. Sammy's Anglo.
He's gonna hit
very
the,
white.
He's very white
He's gonna
now.
hit the tanning bed today for his birthday. He's gonna hit the tanning bed again.
For his birthday with the bikini on.
He could be Shay's brother. That's all I'm saying.
Shay. It does kind of look like you.
Shay
The
Sosa.
day, that time you got allergic to peanuts and your lips swelled. That's kind of like
Oye,
the time.
era que es el Shay Sosa.
Shay Sosa.
Era Sosa.
Sosa.
Qué bonito, papi.
Celebrating a birthday on the 13th, we got NBA player Meta World Peace,
Oh, Meta, happy birthday.
a.k.a.
Birthday
Space
Meta.
Jam. Look at these cookies.
AKA Rock'em and Sock'em.
Yeah, he's a little out there sometimes, but
Yeah.
And also,
Meta, how about Meta World on another planet? Jeez.
how about Meta World Slice missing in his brain? Also celebrating a birthday on the 13th, we got baseball player Buck O'Neil, a.k.a. The Dollar Deep Throat discount. Buck O'Neil.
Damn.
Debbie did Dallas one time. Had a friend that visited Dallas.
Also celebrating a birthday on the 13th, we got Italian soccer player Roberto Bonin Cessna. Bonin Cessna, a.k.a. Snakes on a Plane.
Get these monkey finding snakes off this Monday to Friday plane. Love it. Love it, bro.
No weekend deals.
No.
And rounding off birthdays for the 14th, we got cricketer Harold Lardwood, a.k.a. Phallus Fat. He's Lardwood.
He doesn't hit the back, but he definitely hits the sides.
Like that Impala guy. Also, we got birthday Swedish soccer player Kurt Hammering, a.k.a. Butt Plug. We also got defensive end NFL player Dexter Nottage, a.k.a. the Packing Sacker.
Oh.
He's got Nottage. And rounding off birthday, we got tennis player Claudia Porwich, a.k.a. the Welfare Wiccan. And that's it for athlete birthdays.
And to that I summon you all a great birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to those
Sinner.
to the poor witch.
What is this?
I got a mark.
So on behalf of the Bsidesports show team, happy birthday.
To y'all.
So you guys are tuning in, and you guys can find us on our social media at Bsidesports Show. So you guys can find us there and follow us on our other adventures.
Yes.
Adventures. So, of course, you guys are tuning in, listening to Shaye, Whitey, Eric J., myself, Ralph Figueroa. So we're going to move into our next topic of conversation and do a little bit of Who's in Trouble. Go ahead, hit it, Drakk. So, there's a lot of people in trouble these days. Let's start off. Can we, Shaye? Can we get this? Speaking of Hardy or Hardings, whatever.
Yeah,
let's Shaye. Who's in trouble?
Greg Hardy. Yeah, well, that's one of the. There's like a few NFL former and current, and which
Is he
one
one of
them?
those Hardy boys?
Yeah, the Hardy,
The
one of the
mystery.
Hardy boys. Greg Hardy, the dark one.
There's no mystery on what happened in this one.
No, but yeah, well, he finally was actually, he had been arrested already for the battery charges against his, he beat up his
Oh,
girlfriend
yeah.
and whatnot.
Shocking.
And but I guess recently, this is just this past week, he's actually been expunged of all the charges because he had already been cleared off an appeal. But now he's actually been expunged of all the charges, and Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, is backing him up, saying, we support him. But right when this news broke, all of a sudden these photos surfaced. Somebody published out, and these are photos of his girlfriend,
his
Of the-
victim.
the victim.
and
Yes.
they were pretty graphic, and they were pretty bad. And
Oh,
like,
wow.
And you look at the size of this guy, and you look at that, and you see and
I
everybody's
mean,
up
she
in arms
had
about that. Like,
bruises.
yeah,
Not
bad.
cool.
And there was, there were reports that she was thrown onto a pile of guns or something like that. Like, just different things. He kind of just shook her around, threw her around, and hurt her pretty bad. So when those surfaced, there's been a big backlash against
He
him.
mistook Ragtime Girl for something different.
For ragdolls.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I tried looking up the pictures and I looked up, messed up face, and all I got was Popovich.
He keeps popping up.
All that bitch.
Yeah, so
those came out
wow.
on Deadspin actually, and people
It's-
are calling for he should be banned from the NFL.
that's awful. That's awful what he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Shame on him.
Yeah, and also Shame on
cool.
and Jerry Jones always support him. I wonder if he's seen the picture, or maybe he's something
Oh,
he
he
does
has
on a
to have
regular
seen him
basis.
already.
Yeah,
He probably, I think he took him.
And I feel bad. I feel bad for the young lady involved, and hopefully, what else? Who else? Who else? we got?
Also, former Raider Anthony Smith.
Boom! What did he do?
Oh man, he's trying to one up on Aaron Hernandez. He's actually convicted of 3 murder charges, and there was actually a fourth.
Raiders!
Yeah, wow.
3, just like the championship rings.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean,
He kept it true.
talk about consistency.
and,
guys.
and there was one that
He made him walk the plank.
yeah, consistency. Yeah, he actually missed a 4th. There was actually one where
a mistrial or something like that.
or something. But so it could have been 4. But the thing was, these people that they weren't just killed; they were actually like kidnapped and tortured. They said a couple of them even had like branded marks on their face from a hot
Yeah.
iron. Yeah,
Well,
iron
but
their
it's good.
face.
I heard they were from a black fraternity.
Oh,
that's
that's
what
their
they do.
hazing technique.
Omega Mu.
Went a little
No.
too far.
Lambda.
Lambda. The Tri-Lambda Omega
Wow,
Mu.
man, that's horrible,
And
man.
Did I just do that like the Shaq? The Omegas.
That's the symbol for Tecate beer.
Oh, is that? I thought it was dynamite. I thought it was for dynamite.
That was
So
little
the fourth victim, right, it was a mistrial.
Yeah, it's a mistrial.
Yeah.
And then his attorney.
We don't know, Chief. We don't know who to blame it on. Blame it on OJ.
Oh, yeah.
He's close enough. Matches
He's-
the description.
He said his last name was Goldman.
And even his attorney though is saying that there was no murder weapon found, and there was certain things that there was no DNA. So they're wondering, they wanted just a further explanation from the jury how they came with the decision, but they didn't really give too much of one. So that's the only thing it's questioning. But I mean, with all that, I don't know, what are the chances if it all?
Well, what evidence do they have?
Well, basically, one of the things though that they did find were on his possession. They
Was
had
his
rope.
wallet?
He had rope. He had
Condoms,
Use one.
magnums.
He's on his MVP trophy.
No, the interesting thing that they found that he had were these books on killing techniques. Books, basically, he was reading about it.
Oh.
The titles included "Kill Without Joy," "Professional Killers: An Inside Look," and "The Outlaw's Bible."
And the biography of Bill Romanowski.
Yeah,
Sounds like all the stuff I read for comedy.
it was an Aaron Hernandez biography.
And he met up with Ray Caruth.
Ray Carew.
Ray Caruth.
Ray.
So he's facing, of course, life without parole, without possibility of
You
parole.
think?
Yeah,
You think?
Pretty
Wow.
much.
Yeah.
So
That's
see what
horrible.
happens with that. Also, in football, this is in college football. Idaho wide receiver Desmond Epps. He's actually not facing the assault charges, but he has been suspended of allegedly slapping his girlfriend.
Then why did
Damn.
Day do that?
What's that?
Epps. Why did Day do that?
Oh, Day Day. Yeah.
Damn, Day.
Well, you know what's weird is like, as they said, they can't prove the case without a reasonable doubt. But how about the red handprint across her face? Isn't that like a good enough evidence?
What are the 5 fingers saying to the face?
No, it just sounds weird. I mean,
Whoa.
it's like if there's no witnesses, the girl that got slapped might have been the witness.
Maybe
I don't know.
he told the Rick James joke. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah,
I'm Rick James, bitch.
I don't know. It's real sensitive. He's thinking, oh man, you can't just slap around your girlfriend and have a little fun anymore these days. I mean, come on. So.
I'll bring the 30s back.
No,
I could choke a match.
and then in this talking about beating up, in this boxing match, and a couple of heavyweights, and this guy by the name of Willis Meehan, he's a big yoked
Willis
dude.
Meehan.
He's actually a former. He actually plays rugby on the off. Like
How
on
many
his off
hands
time.
tall is he?
Yeah. But he actually he yelled at the
Does he
ref.
walk on his knuckles?
Is he equestrian by any chance?
Does he wear pants?
No, probably trunks. Hey, he wears the required uniform. No, but his opponent was in a lot of trouble, getting pummeled in the face, and for some reason the referee was just
God.
Just
letting
letting
it go. And this guy Meehan, he yelled at the ref, "Stop the effing fight!" Or I don't know if he's really British. I just wanted to.
I was
pretty
like,
I don't think he is.
I'm like, who do we
bleeding
have in here?
fight.
Lennox Lewis?
No, but he yelled at him. He told him to stop.
you gotta stop the effing fight. That's what he really said, quote unquote.
Stop the
He
effing
didn't want to
fight.
quote it.
He just didn't want to. He didn't want to hurt the guy any more than he was already. He didn't want to kill the guy. So he's thinking,
I'm knocking the britches right
Yeah.
open.
But
Let's stop the goddamn fight.
and on the clip, I seen the clip. You could even see blood splatter onto the
Come
camera
on,
behind.
Hey, well, I sure wasn't that guy from last week that spit on the opponent?
No, it wasn't him.
Filthy.
He came out of nowhere and just
The
spit on the
llama.
camera with the blood. He's like, "Oh, that's for you." He wasn't even in the fight, but he was still bleeding.
Spitters are quitters.
Oh man! And then
Like
also,
you love, you swallow.
also T.J. Simers. He's a former columnist for the L.A. Times. I don't know if you ever used to read his
yeah.
articles. He would write these real long articles, and a lot of times he covered the Lakers. And even at the time they were good, of course they always had something negative
I
to
had
say about
everything.
them.
I had LA Gears, LA Times, I had them all.
all that, yeah. But
Streetwalkers.
he sued the L.A. Times, claiming that they let him go because he was old, basically.
I was once propositioned by a streetwalker.
Yeah.
I was once propositioned by Herschel Walker.
While wearing LA gears, as a matter of fact.
Nice.
Anyways,
I don't know. Maybe
What?
he was still writing articles with a typewriter, and they're
I
like,
know.
"Hey,
Now
can you
email it to me.
Yeah.
What in the
Email.
future?
What's that sound?
I'll send it on a pigeon."
I'm at 28.8 KPS, boss.
But he ended up winning, though. They found enough evidence to where they discriminated on him because he was getting old, and he actually suffered a mini stroke and stuff like that. So I think he was out for a little bit, but they kind of wanted to bring new blood on, and they kind of made excuses why he was
Yeah,
gonna.
it's like, dude, like, does he not have money to retire? How old is this guy?
He's at least, I think he's close to
1,000?
70 years old.
Yeah, I heard he had a mini stroke, but it was at the mini bar
A mini strobe light.
He was playing
Oh,
miniature
That's
golf.
what it is, a little mini strobe light.
with mini me.
Got him dizzy.
But he did win. It's like a $7 million suit that he won.
Oh, so now he's gonna retire.
Yeah.
Why?
So he said he doesn't know if he's still going to be putting
I
his
heard he's
fingers
gonna-
to the keyboard.
I heard he's gonna buy out the LA Times and bring back the Herald Examiner.
He's like, the Lakers are playing poorly, so I'm gonna go.
He's going to start bringing back newsboys.
It's because the articles he was
extra.
turning in, he's like George Mike and the big white man in the center
What do you mean he's not alive?
at a
anymore?
whopping 6'4".
What do you mean he died?
Come on, Sap. Extra, extra.
When was this?
Find out about the color integration. Like, wait, what? What?
And then finally, there's a Notre Dame student. There's a Notre Dame student who's actually suing Notre Dame.
Why?
For it's a sexual harassment suit, basically.
That he wanted
um,
them to harass him.
He's claiming it's,
He wasn't harassed enough.
well, that's funny they say that because what was happening was that this I guess she was like an academic coach. She wasn't an official professor, but she actually wanted him to have sex with her daughter.
She wanted him to.
Yeah, and the student that's suing is black, and these are white. This lady is white, and I guess I don't know if she had some fantasy of having her daughter having sex with a black guy.
But I heard it was a rock from Rudy. I'm 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing.
But I guess they were ended up
Rudy.
That's
Yeah,
it.
but they were actually dating and all that. But I think he was kind of doing it reluctantly. I don't know if he really maybe he wanted it a few times. But I guess the teacher was actually, or the academic coach was actually coaxing him and even asking him, "When's the last time you guys had sex?" And I guess he said too long of a time. She goes, "Go do it right now." Like
What the hell?
basically telling him to go have
He's like,
sex with her daughter.
he's like, just a tip.
Yeah, some freaky stuff.
So-
freaky
so-
stuff.
Wow.
But he's suing the school?
Yeah, because he's claiming that was her. He started to be against his will, and so he's actually suing for, I guess, part of a discrimination type of thing and for sexual harassment.
Okay, look, here it is, dude. Here it is. Judge gets asked. This is what the judge needs to find out. Here it is. Sir, did you or did you not get a BJ?
Yeah.
Right.
Did you
Sir?
enjoy it?
Sir, was there a smile on your face? Yes. Or no? Yes?
Yeah.
Case
dismissed. Get out of here.
Get outta
Get out of
I
here.
heard they're making it into a movie. It's called To Kill a Mockingbird 2.
Man,
Oh,
Where's Tom Robinson?
get out of here, sir. Man.
yeah, that's some trippy stuff,
Case
man.
dismissed.
What a freaky academic coach that they got over there in Notre Dame.
I heard
Sexual harassment. You could be so lucky.
they're also making an animation. It's called The Hung Black from Notre Dame.
Starring Dung Lo,
Oh,
the snoozing Chinese guy.
Where Ray at? Where Ray at?
We're Ray. So,
yeah,
what else?
that's it.
Anybody else, man?
That's it this week, man.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Shaye, always bringing some good stuff.
Yeah, so
Always.
always some crazy stuff happening though.
Yeah.
He's the mailman 'cause he delivers.
So you guys are tuning in to listen to BSIDE Sports Show with Shaye, Whitey, Eric J, and myself, Ralph Figueroa. So we're going to move into our next topic. Let's do a little This Week in Sports History. I think we're time for that. So go ahead, Drakk Spelling. Hit it.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back to the time. Sometimes he'd get up.
Sometimes I sit down.
I'm sitting down right now.
I have wheels on my chair.
I'm very comfortable. I'm
We
sitting down.
rolling.
Get
Shaye, what do
down
you-
now.
On my chair. Put me in my chair.
Put me in my chair.
So This Week in Sports History, what do we got, Eric?
We're going to start in 1875. way
Ooh,
back.
Way back. Way
You had Harvard and Yale. They actually played their first. They played in the first college football game with actual uniforms. These Ivy Leaguers finally got uniforms. Prior to that, these Ivy Leaguers used ivy leaves to protect themselves.
Wow.
Apparently.
Because we're not going to stain our dockers.
That couldn't work too well.
Well, if you get an old leaf, it can make you cup yourself underneath.
you have some of those, huh? Hanging in their closet.
They're called Haneys. Haneys in the case.
They were once switched out with poison ivy as part of fraternity week.
starting Drew Barrymore.
And we didn't see him for a week.
Poison ivy. Also in 1892, Pudge Heffelfinger. He receives $500 in becoming the first pro football player ever. $500. When asked what he plans on doing with the money, Pudge replied, "Now that I'm the richest man on the planet, I'm going to take 5% of that and buy my ma a home and buy my little brother Timmy some new legs and, well, buy me one of them pedal people movers, the pushers, the ones with the big wheel in the front." Yeah. Move over, Rockefellers. Here comes Pudge.
Pudge, what's his
Pudge finger?
Heffelfinger.
Oh.
That's another one for the list.
Yeah.
Heffelfinger.
Heffelfinger.
Pudgy fingers.
Hello, nice to meet
Pudge
you.
Rodriguez.
ladies. My name's Pudge.
Heffelfinger.
Heffelfingers.
Check these babies out.
Look at this. Spirit fingers.
Wipe them in the front. Fan yourself. Smack everybody while you do it.
Oh, you silly Heffelfinger.
In 1940, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia play a penalty-free NFL game. And in the end, there were so many bodies stacked on top of each other, the Philly cheesesteak was invented. Pittsburgh and Philly. In 1952, the White Sox placed Jim Rivera on 1-year probation after being cleared of rape. Rivera was actually heard later saying, 1 year? That's not bad. I bet the future athletes will do this all the time. 1952, Rivera had to predict it. In 1953, U.S. District George Grimm rules the NFL can black out TV home games and leaves fans very upset.
Oh, yeah.
And leading this campaign is Mr. Time and Mr. Warner.
I used to hate them, man, when I didn't have the channel for that.
You know what I
Remember,
mean?
they used to black them out sometimes. What
Hell yeah. It was like the World War II.
And the black people were like, man, what you got to call it blackout for?
Yeah, that's kind of...
I can see clearly.
Kevin don't like that.
In 1955, Arcaro, Sandy, and Wolf are the first inductees into the Jockey Hall of Fame. It was a short ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
Jockey Hall of
I
Fame.
see what you did there.
It did not weigh on my mind that much.
Yeah.
Nay. In 1966, Dodgers complete an 18-game tour of Japan, and catcher Roy Campanella says, "I'm going to really miss those commodes. They make me feel at home." Plate, that is. But he squats. That's what happens to him.
It tickles.
Where's that little water at?
And how?
In 1970, an expansion team, Cincinnati Bengals, led by Coach Paul Brown, defeats his former team, the Cleveland Browns. Paul Brown later states, "I'm glad we beat them. I was happy being Coach Brown of the Cleveland Browns. Now it's going to be hard to change my last name to Bengal."
They used to call him Doo-Doo Brown.
Who's that? Brown.
And what's crazy is that actually now they're undefeated this year.
Who?
The Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
The Bengals
Playing
are
really
turning it
good.
up. That's a trip.
I like the Bengals.
The Bengals. The Bengals.
Put them in platforms. Bengali. And
There might be tigers.
Viva Hey. 1971, the U.S. table tennis team arrives in China for the first time and finally get a glimpse of Chinese life through their eyes and quickly know, it does look like letterbox version.
Knock it off, round eye.
The big muck. Letterbox version.
They get
right?
offended when they call it ping pong. Or, what do you call it? Ping pong.
Hey,
They
look,
find it-
this is where they're made. These ping pongs. Wow, this whole setup.
Yes.
This table is all made from here. Crazy. The
It's a
homeland.
disadvantage.
Wow. That talk about home turf. Talk about home advantage.
In 1982, Ray Boom Boom Mancini defeats Duck Kim, which ultimately leads to Kim's death. And so I guess Kim should have taken advice from his own name and ducked a few punches.
Duck, duck, goose.
Quack.
In 1986, AU2 wins the ladies pro golf in Japan. And although they announced AU2 as the winner, all eyes were on her breast.
Oh.
Hey, you two, I was once like you.
You too.
I like to do the wild thing.
Check out wow.
In 1990, James Worthy is arrested in Houston on 2 counts of solicitation of prostitution.
Oh, that's right.
Although Worthy is credited with keeping his goggles on for protection.
Wow.
In 1992, New York Yankee Steve Howe gets reinstated for the 8th time. Howe is quoted with saying, "I'm so happy to be back playing ball for the 8th time." Wait, 8 ball? I'll be right back. And finally, in 1997, the Breeders' Cup champs were Countess Diana, Elmhurst, Agina, and Spinning World. And coincidentally, those 4 names are also the dancer lineup at the Spearmint Rhinos. And that's it for this week of sports history, folks.
Now coming to the stage, Celica. Celica, everybody. Mercedes, you drove in a Celica today.
Banana and tailpipe.
This week in sports history, man. Good stuff, Eric.
Thanks,
So you guys can always find us on our social media at BSidesports Show. And you guys are tuning in, listening to Shaye, Whitey, Eric J., and myself, Ralph Figueroa. So we're going to move into our next topic and do sports news around the world. Go ahead, hit it, Drakk.
Been all around the world. Been all around the world.
Wow. So,
It's the same old song.
yeah, it's like,
Hang around with the underground.
Is it the same old song?
where you come from? That's what I was thinking of. Remember that? It's a different world.
It's a different world.
Where you come from? Okay, anyways, so it is a different world where we come from, especially when it comes to sports. So, Shaye, what do you got? Sports news around the world?
Yeah, well, we're talking about soccer. Well, I guess we'll say football because we're talking about international. European over there. In the European League, Chelsea. They're in
European, I'm a peeing, we're all a peeing.
European.
Pee-pee boy.
We all pee. No. Anyway,
You
over
squat.
in Chelsea.
Especially Mississippi.
In your eye.
Chelsea, they've been really struggling as of late, and they've always been one of the top, teams, premier teams in the Premier League. Oh, yeah, you like that? Anyway,
Nice.
Wow.
they another damaging defeat to Stoke City. So I know they were pretty stoked, probably about that.
Wow. Metaphorically speaking.
But this one, they're actually without their manager, their head coach, which is Jose Mourinho. He was actually suspended, stadium ban for 1 game,
Why?
and fined £40,000 or £40,000
Euros.
because he.
You sound like the Animaniacs right now.
Yeah.
40,000 pounds.
£2,000. He
Sound
actually
like
cussed
Wacko.
out. He cursed out a referee. In the one of the previous games, he thought he missed a call, and he basically told the referee, "You're effing weak."
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
He called them 7 days?
Fucking weak.
He called them a week.
He used a little colorful language, but yeah, he basically told him that. But he got and he got a
Stupid
big ban for
calendar.
that. He just told him he was weak.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
But I guess he had some other words besides that. But that was one of the main things that they took. They even confronted him in the back, I guess, in the locker rooms or area.
You
or
dirty
whatever.
mother finder.
Yeah.
Listen here, mother lover.
Listen here, Mother to Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
man.
So then he had
Man.
actually. So this is the game. This latest loss is the one he had to sit out, and then so he wasn't even
So
there for that.
are they out of the championship? thing, or-
Basically, it'll take. It's gonna be real hard for them to. I think they have a few more they can try. What is it? They're like they've lost 7 out of 12 games already. So
Wow.
yeah, it doesn't look like it.
So,
They
according
already
to,
lost to West Ham. So.
According to our
But-
Chinese counterpart, Lung Do, or what is it, Dung Lo?
Dung low.
Dung
Dung
Lo.
All right, let's
One
go.
dung low.
I
Carolyn Wozniacki, tennis player. She was in China for an event, but now she's out for a wrist injury. But the wrist injury occurred with it was a kind of a room
What,
service.
trying to write her own name? Wozniacki?
Yeah, maybe that was it. She was trying to sign her name, and
got
she broke her
carpal
wrist.
tunnel?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to sign my name, coach.
I can't go from J to W and K and back to C.
What?
Hey, but doesn't Wozniacki also kick for the Raiders? No.
She's definitely built like that guy.
Oh, she's
What
the
a
17th.
Shout out to Janikowski Wanakowski.
She's actually the 17th ranked player, and but she had to withdraw in her match against Svetlana Kuznetsova.
Oh, that sounds hot.
That's a mouthful.
Hey, that's what
Whoa, that's
you
what
hope
said.
she hopefully says.
Yeah, I know, that's right. Anyway, because of a wrist injury, but this is developed from a mishap with room service. Actually,
I get,
she cut her wrist basically with a bread knife. Which
Wow.
originally, when I read that, I thought I'm thinking a butter knife. Like, how do you cut your wrist with that? But a bread knife is actually
it's a big old loaf of slice.
Yeah.
That's a knife.
Now that's a
That's
knife.
a knife.
Yeah, it's a knife. And she cut her wrist. She had to I guess basically,
It's a serrated knife.
tried to hold the bleeding as much as she could, and they ended up gluing it shut.
Wow.
But she wasn't mobile enough, to use the racket with the glued shut wrist.
So did she still eat the bread?
Oh, that's you know what? That's an interesting question. I got to find out about that.
So,
and if she did, was it worth it?
Come on, just sign this one contract. You just got to write your last name 18 more times and we're done. You just took the knife. And
Oh yeah. So give me that bread knife.
I don't even know why there's an L and a C and a Z. No. So
Because they wanted to pump her nickel bread.
Let's just hope that bread was worth it. Hopefully,
So
hopefully.
now, much like the Mets, you're out of here.
Yeah. See you next year, bums.
yeah. Going down soon now too is the MotoGP season finale, which is
I love that.
yeah,
Dude.
have you seen that motorcycle? But almost like NASCAR racing the track, but on
dude.
motorcycles.
These guys are awesome. If you ever seen that, dude?
What is it?
The MotoGP.
What is that?
It's all the 1,000 bikes. So like if you ever see on the freeway, you see the motorcycle. It says Repsol. It's a Honda. One of those crotch rockets, orange black. That's one of the bikes in the MotoGP. A few years ago, there was a guy, Nicky Hayden, who won the championship, and so there's this one dude called Valentino Rossi.
Yeah, that's I was going to talk about
Rossi.
Valentino Rossi.
Yeah.
He's the most popular veteran.
And what do they call him, Shaye?
Oh, what do they call him?
You know his nickname?
You know what? Actually, I don't. I didn't get that. Rossi. What is it? Do you know what it is?
The Doctor.
The doc. Really? Okay, I didn't even see that on this. The Doctor.
And you know where
Valentino
he
Rossi.
has it written on his butt.
Whoa.
He's a butt doctor.
The butt doctor. He's a proctologist.
He's for the ladies
That's some
only.
royal. There's a guy that does that crotch rocket racing. His name is Jimmy. He's from Caliber Collision.
Jimmy. Jimmy. ¿Dónde está el Jimmy?
¿Dónde está Jimmy?
No, para el Jimmy le tenemos que hacer el shout en español, porque no entiende.
Porque nomás habla y no tiene papeles.
El Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, so what's up with Valentino,
well,
man?
Valentino, the unfortunate thing for him is that he's actually starting in because they have positions, right?
Right.
Almost like the polls. He's starting in the final position because of something that happened in another race. They're claiming that he actually caused this crash on purpose with, who was it? Lorenzo
Lamas.
He's one of his teammates.
He's
but,
the renegade.
oh no, I'm sorry, Jorge Lorenzo. That was his name.
Jorge Lorenzo.
And something happened where there was some type of crash and the guy couldn't finish and he ended up coming in third place. But they looked at it and they thought that it wasn't.
Valentino Rossi's voice.
Sometimes when you go to the motorcycle,
If you ever hear his press conferences, I swear that's what he sounds like.
excuse me, the motor, the Honda, the corner collected, and hopefully I get some tonight. Hey.
That's Valentino. That's Il Dottore.
El Dottore.
That's dope. And it also sounds like something you ordered, like a champagne or something. Valentino Rossi.
But he does that a lot because he doesn't really speak English that well. So in all the press conferences, so it's just listening to his press. He's hilarious. Dude.
Yeah,
He
that's
goes,
what's up.
Yeah, good. Giggity, giggity, good.
Yeah, so
Valentino, giggity, giggity.
they're accusing him of all kinds of stuff. They were saying he was trying to disrupt, like the title win for. There's another guy named Mark Marquez, who's also one of the top guys that, they were kind of complaining, but he is
Is
starting
he
in
the
the
butt
back.
fumble guy?
The butt fumble.
That guy?
Mark Marquez. I think it's a different
The
Mark.
Funky
Marquez.
Bunch guy. That's what that is.
Yeah. So, but there's a lot of
The
controversy,
Latino version.
and they're basically saying, well, hopefully, like,
El Marquito Mar.
yeah, that they'll get past all that and have a good race, just for the sport, to make
Yeah,
it. But
it's great. If you ever get a chance to see MotoGP, it's
I gotta check it out.
yeah, I
man.
want to see it. Actually,
I love how they talk about knee dragging. Like their knees are like an inch off the ground. So
Wow, that's crazy.
I
That's
love
Buck
seeing-
O'Neal.
I love seeing. I'm gonna give her a greasy kneel tonight.
Man, shout out to Greasy,
Wow.
Greasy
Oh,
Tony's
yeah,
too.
Your,
Greasy
knee,
kneel.
your knees are gonna be 1 inch off the ground. Baby. All right.
Oh,
Something may or may not go into your muffler tonight.
may
Red
or may
burns
not.
in effect.
I don't know.
You're gonna play Janet Jackson and wear your knee pads.
That's amore. That's amore.
Be a part of the Rhythm Nation, baby.
1814.
Oh, and then also finally, remember what we talked about before? Some like sports that no one really had heard of, and snooker was one that we talked about. Remember snooker? And
Yeah, that's what. Those are the little bumps you get when you sleep with Snooky.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what are these? Oh man, you got a bunch of snookers.
Yeah, that was.
Stop
like,
snooking
oops.
around.
I knew I should have had protection.
I knew I
Like
should have
James
wrapped it
Worthy.
up twice. I even used 4 this time, player.
James Worthy brand condoms.
He wore his goggles. He
His
was saving
goggles.
him and Kareem.
Yeah.
I hit up my boy Lamar Odom. He just gave me a bunch of supplements. Hope these supplements cure my
And a bag of white powder.
my little bumpies.
Well, in the next tournament coming up,
They all look like Snooky, each one of them.
John Higgins.
The orange.
John Higgins from Scotland. He's from Scotland.
From Scotland.
He has a chance to match a record of his fellow Scotsman, Stephen Hendricks, for tournament
Steven
wins.
Hendricks he's such a pansy.
Yeah,
He's not a real
he's
Scot.
I don't know if I could beat my fellow Scotsman, but I've got to give it a try.
Why do you sound
like Mel
like
Gibson.
like you're British?
British.
You're a Scot.
Scot.
You're supposed to.
okay.
We're escorts.
What a Scot.
Escorts.
I'm an escort. I drive an escort.
Eat escort goats.
I once paid for escorts.
Get off my lawn. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, yeah,
Who
so he has a
drank my
chance to make
escort?
my escort.
You know,
Who wore my skirt?
You need to stop your faces before I shove it out of you.
San Antonio escorts.
My skirt. Oh, and then finally, too, Nigeria and Mali are in the under-17 FIFA World Cup.
Or
Under-17.
as the another
Mali.
and Mali.
Nigeria and Mali equal malaria.
Equal relief.
Papa Mali. And then
Yes.
watch that match.
Shout out to the Republic of Congo
Food will be provided by the Red Cross.
and FEMA.
And there we go.
No, not FEMA. FEMA's gonna take too long with the water. Bro.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna be who's in trouble next week.
Yes, that's for sure.
Ah,
And that's it for some of the stuff going on, in different parts of the world.
Nice.
so hopefully Wozniacki.
Wozniacki.
Is that what he said?
I don't know exactly. I don't know. I could be saying it wrong, but it's
Wozniacki married a Wussy Modi.
No, I think it's pronounced. It's pronounced.
Ding. So no, hopefully some of these that athlete, she gets better or whatever. Hopefully she toasted her bread. I hope she did.
Yeah, I know.
Let me butter your bread.
She's never gonna eat bread again.
All right, so never gonna eat bread again.
Guilty wrists have got.
Can't you see I got no weapons?
Glued wrists can have no rhythm.
The awful singing brought to you by the Bsidesports show today.
And Loaf Michaels.
So we got Shaye, Whitey, Eric J, myself, Ralph Figueroa, and we're gonna move into a topic of conversation that we've kind of been hinting at for the last couple of weeks. So we're going to do a little NBA review.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and hit it, Drakk.
It's my favorite show.
So basketball season is how many games in are we in right now?
About six, some have played 6, 7, around there.
Right.
7 at the most. I
6
think.
or 7
Yeah.
inches? You say inches in? Hey, I hope so.
I have a chance.
So the NBA season is fairly fresh.
Yeah, but just about a week old, basically.
Right. Just like my bread.
Yeah.
It's a discount.
Don't get Wozniak to cut.
I'm on a budget.
like Eric's underwear.
Yeah. Split down the middle.
So let me see. What do we got going on? Okay, so obviously the Golden State Warriors are the defending champions.
They're
of
off
this
to
year.
a hot start
So let me
already.
ask you guys this: what would you have done with the trophy if you won the NBA championship?
Who? Me?
Yeah, Eric.
I'm
I'm looking right at him. Like,
I don't know.
what would you do?
Would it, like take it home or something like that?
Well, you can do whatever you want with it. What would you do if you had? Because you know how in hockey they get to have the Stanley Cup for like
Right.
a week and whatever. Okay, well, what would you do with the NBA championship?
Oh, I'd fill it up with Mexican breads and take it to the local church.
Well, that's a good one.
Nice.
No,
Nice.
Not really.
I
I'd
would just,
fill it with bread and
Shaye.
eat it myself.
I would take a selfie with it.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess there's more you could do with it, but I would start there though.
Well,
I'd start there.
much like the Warriors owner Joe Lacob, that's his name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Lacob. Guess what he did? He slept with the trophy.
Whoa.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you put the ball at?
That is undisclosed at this moment.
Oh my God.
I don't want to know what else he
What
has.
do they
in
call
there
him? Python.
So he had a little threesome, him, the wifey, and Larry O'Brien
Yeah.
trophy.
And who knows what other tools they brought into the situation.
The
Yeah.
tools.
Whatever.
They said the trophy had to be steam cleaned the day after.
Shout out to Stanley.
It was glowing in the dark under black lights. You know who else glows in the dark?
Scottie Pippen.
Lillard has a little fan who is diehard Blazer fan. 92 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, it was her first time at a basketball game, and they surprised her. That's her favorite player. So big time Trailblazer fan, and she's never been to a game. You know how some ladies don't ever get a chance. So they had this big old event for her, and on 92 years old.
Her
Jeez.
husband probably didn't used to let her go or something.
I know, right?
He was a hockey guy or something.
Martha, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, George.
Martha, I don't want you watching them guys anymore.
Hey, did we just call them Martha and George? Dude?
Martha.
Shout out to the president of the United States.
Right? Speaking who's old enough to be president of the United States, Kobe Bryant. Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not starting out too well.
So at least the team has their first victory, which was over the Nets.
No, yeah, the Brooklyn Nets. And the Brooklyn Nets haven't won a game yet either, though. But, so they're still looking for their first
It's not
win.
even like it's a good win, like
Yeah.
a decisive win.
Somebody's gonna get a
They'll take
one
it. Yeah.
finally.
Yeah, finally.
The O's gotta go.
Yep.
No, it doesn't go that way. But Kobe said he's a Laker for life. What do you think, Shaye?
Well, I mean, of course, this is his final contract. Year on contract.
You think he's done after this year?
Well, it depends. If he improves this year and gets better and kind of brings back his old form, he'll be back.
All
If
right,
not,
let me ask you this: his report card let's progress report. What would you give him as a grade?
oh man, it's got to be like a maybe D plus now. He had an okay game last game, but
I
his
was-
shooting percentage is way
Eric,
off.
Eric, what do you?
I was gonna say a C minus right before you said
something,
that
because his shooting percentage is awful.
because
right
he
now.
had a good game and there's always that potential. He's always a potential threat being on the court.
Yeah.
That's the way I see Kobe. But
I think he's trying too hard.
in a sense,
that's
know,
what it is. It's part of it.
his
I mean,
body's not reacting. the
and
same.
he hasn't had the like he used to his off season. All he would do is shoot the ball, but because of the shoulder injury, he didn't do that this time. So and it's showing. So I think maybe they might need to just bring him down on minutes and just get him out of there a little sooner,
Yeah.
something like that.
We'll
but,
see. We'll see what happens.
Maybe he needs to hang out with James Worthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Needs relief.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's true.
You know who might be hanging out with James Worthy is Kendrick Perkins of the
Oh.
Pelicans. He's going to miss 3 months
Why?
with a pectoral injury.
Wow.
Man, I'm surprised he even got
Trying to
enough
flex
minutes
his flex his pectorals.
Yeah, I never liked that guy. Though. I
Who's
mean,
that, Terry Crews?
I wanna. Yeah, I know, right? Doesn't he look like Forrest Whitaker with both eyes open?
yeah,
Right?
he looks a little weird.
Like Forrest Whitaker had a baby with the Tasmanian devil. And Robert Parrish.
Oh man,
And the genie from Aladdin.
not good.
Oh, that guy.
Shouts out to Robin Williams.
Speaking of another hairy guy, this guy has a hairy brow. Anthony Davis.
Oh yeah.
He had a career high night of 43 against the Hawks,
Wow.
but the Hawks still won. Corver's been doing really well.
Oh,
That's another
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Going back to our conversation last week about the East. There's only a couple teams
but they're
out
good.
there.
They're still good from last
yeah,
year. They were good.
So they're still pretty solid.
So they have like a all-around team. It's not really one big superstar, but they have a solid lineup. Jeff Teague is good though, man. That guy's improving
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
point
But
guard.
you almost at this point, it's like you got to have that one standout. Really, they don't have that one leader that really,
Except maybe like what's his name from the Dominican guy, Al Horford.
Holford is kind of like the leader.
Yeah,
but I
but he's
think
the veteran. He's been around the longest.
Well,
Yeah,
so
but
is Corver.
he doesn't have that
Leadership.
You know what I mean? You
he's
gotta
like
have
what's his name from the Bulls, Noah.
Oh yeah, that
that-
guy's
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hey, they're getting down to the Bulls. They're starting
Bulls.
off strong.
yeah.
Doubles.
I
Doubles.
don't know if you
doubles.
guys seen this, but one of the first in the first game of the season for the Bulls against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the winning block came Pau Gasol blocked LeBron James on a final shot, and you always figure Gasol not really the guy that will
Wow.
stop, but he actually trying to prove people wrong this year already.
Well,
Well-
because he's always had something to prove when he left the Lakers to see
Yeah.
if he has
Maybe it's
leadership
because maybe
skills.
LeBron's his sleeves were bothering him. Maybe
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what it was, dude.
Oh,
Well, he tore him off.
You guys hear
I
about
heard
that?
about
he
that.
tore him off.
So
on the
he did it all like on
Yeah,
like, come on,
man,
bro.
this is why
But
we're losing.
that is kind of stupid. And what the NBA is doing is they're finding ways to make more money and to sell merchandise.
course.
Exactly.
So they're figuring, okay, well, who's our biggest billboard? Well, these athletes, and you know, because literally, that what happens with these athletes, you got to think of them as a brand, right? For instance, Kobe's everywhere. You know, whether he's in a cartoon figure, whether he's in whatever, fat heads. You know, and they're wearing merchandise. They're wearing stuff that they can sell, and I think that's kind of stupid. It's not proper basketball attire. And if you guys have noticed, LeBron, his shorts are who wears shorts.
He's trying to bring that back.
Yeah.
Why is that? I didn't get to read the whole thing, but I did see something on that.
I was reading an article. His dong was hanging out.
Dong low.
You took a picture like the game on the TMZ.
No, you know what he said? He said he's wearing shorter shorts to be a better role model for kids, which he understands his role as an NBA player. And I think he wants to go kind of because really the baggy fit was all a part of the Michigan. Remember Michigan and the Fab Five,
and then it just
Running
when we started,
yeah,
Yeah.
Running Rebels. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
around that time,
and then the hip hop generation started coming in, and you know, everybody couldn't,
you know, Allen Iverson in the NBA. You know
yeah.
what I mean? And I think he's just kind of going back and just say, hey, look, you know, this is what we should be wearing. You know, and that shirt is very restricting to their shooting motion.
Yeah, they look ugly too. So I don't know how they think they're
Yeah.
gonna sell merchants selling those anyway.
Yeah.
Like, they're ugly as hell. Like have you seen the Clippers have a new one? And whoa, man, they're getting like a lot of
It's
people
ugly.
are making
Their
fun of that one
logo,
too.
man.
Yeah.
That
It's
sucks.
no good, man. They gotta.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know what's up with that. But
Yeah, you know what was not up with that was their point against the Warriors the other
Oh,
night.
yeah,
Oh,
good game.
Oh, great game! If you guys are and I'm not a fan of either team. I'm actually when it comes to the NBA, I'm not a fan of any team. I lost interest ever since Jordan left the game. To me,
Oh,
that
really?
was my favorite, and that's it. Nobody ever.
Now
Even
you
though-
root for the guys in black and white.
I just want a good game.
yeah, even though I'm a big Laker
I just
fan,
want to get drunk.
yeah, you watch the game exactly.
With my own beer, not from the stadium.
That way I don't feel guilty.
Even though I'm a big Laker fan, I do like the Golden State Warriors team, and I've been liking them for the last like 2 to 3 years. I've been noticing that the moves that they make and the people they draft, they're like really like a good all around solid team. The bench, everything, and they don't have guys
it's
that
like
gotta play a
playing
lot.
chess. You got to have the
Yeah.
right pieces in
Yeah.
order to go and challenge.
And coaching.
And that game, you know, with the Warriors, they were actually behind a little bit, and then they just came back and just boom.
I think it
started
was Harrison
killing them.
Barnes. started
Curry,
hitting
man. Curry's real deal.
Who's the guy that they picked up from Houston?
This year?
Yes. What the hell's his name? I just drew a blank on him. Anyways, he was the guy that killed them. Killed the
Guard, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about from the Clippers? Josh Smith.
Smith.
Yeah,
there you
Josh
go.
Oh, you're
Smith.
talking about Clippers.
Yeah, I thought you
Oh,
meant
sorry,
the Warriors.
Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's you know, but there's no cohesion yet in the Clippers.
On the bench, basically.
On the Warriors on the other side, there's just man.
Oh, deep,
and
deep.
in that game, what's his name? Curry was in foul trouble early, so they
Yeah,
sat him down.
they
So
sat
he
him down.
scored a ton of points in the first quarter. Second quarter, he was like hardly.
He wasn't
the
in
game.
there.
But as soon as he went back into that game, it was like game changer.
But the thing is, too, though, once he goes out, Sean Livingston is his backup, and he's good himself.
He's
He's a top
experienced.
point guard. He's got a lot of experience. I mean, they don't.
His mustache bothers me a little. bit.
Yeah.
His haircut. His haircut too. It's kind of
Yeah,
bothers me a
it's
little
kinda
bit.
weird.
Yeah, totally. Nah, but you know, Curry, I noticed that he likes to rack up some points to contribute, and then
Right.
he likes to get everyone
Get a
involved.
team involved.
And that's good.
But
you know,
then,
he
and then you look
balances
at
it.
Andre Iguodala off the bench and his defense too. I mean, they got
Yeah,
they're
dude.
stacked. They're stacked.
Now his
up?
splash brother, I know, right? I don't think he's that good.
You know what? He's not going to make the All-Star team this year. That's for sure. He made
Nah.
it last year, but I don't think he will either.
I'm like watching him play, and I'm like every time he's in there, he makes a lot of turnovers.
He fell out a little bit.
Yeah, dude, he's.
Yeah, you know what? I think everything's going.
But
I
they,
think
but
Curry stepped it up so
Curry,
much
yeah.
that I think it kind of
passed him
broke
way
his
up.
game
yeah.
Yeah.
a little bit,
Because
dude.
they used to be compared together as the equals. Now it's way.
Now it's like, yeah, I mean, he definitely stepped it up a notch. And there's a video that surfaced on the social media. We'll see if we can find it so we can post it up on our stuff.
Okay.
There's a video of Curry doing drilling, or like he's doing a drill for dribbling.
Oh,
And
God.
so he's dribbling a basketball in one hand and he's catching a tennis ball in the other. And I was just like, wow, I could do the same thing without my pants. on.
Yeah, nice.
I'm
With a Scottish kilt.
he's a double dribbler.
do that with the kill.
Would you Man, would you take
Blow the whistle.
Clay?
Blow the whistle.
Shout out to Roddy Piper.
What's my favorite one?
No, but he's a very talented guy, and you can see when he's on that court, he changes the way the offense is run.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how fast the dude can shoot a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
when he like spots up, he's in like 2 seconds. He's boom.
They beat the
You know.
Memphis Grizzlies by 50 points.
His
There
dad was a quick shooter too.
There was a weird play that happened, and I've never seen this happen before. So, so Curry is taking a 3-point shot, right? But the guy, I guess he was trying to get around through the screen, hits. I can't remember what player it was because he set the screen, and he fouls him. Curry shoots because he runs into Curry afterwards. Curry, makes a 3. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a 4-point play.
Totally.
Right? Because he should be able to get a free throw. They gave the shot to the guy that was setting the screen. I've never seen that before.
The shot counted still.
The shot still counted, and they still awarded one free throw shot, but the other guy took it. Have you ever heard that?
Oh,
Oh.
probably because of a technical foul? Or
Well, no, maybe they were over the limit, and so technically it wasn't a shooting foul, but it was a foul nonetheless, and maybe that's.
But
kinda
wouldn't
why-
the foul have occurred before the shot was taken? See, that's what it was confusing.
Uh,
But either way, it was one of those games that it was just going so back and forth for a little bit, and then just once the Warriors took off, they took off.
It's probably a continuation play.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah,
it
it
was
could've
just
been
weird. I've never seen a play like
Just
that
like
before.
kind of like when it goes opposite, when the guy shoots. Sometimes they wave it off, but sometimes the shot will count, but the ball goes back.
even though it was still a foul on
Right.
the play or whatever. Yeah, but what about and the way they're running teams? And the thing is, their head coach is out with the back injury, and Luke Walton's actually running.
yes,
yeah.
I was gonna say that.
That's a
too.
Yeah.
trip, dude. That's a trip.
Well, and he's doing a great job.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
is.
As of today, they're still undefeated.
Still
So,
undefeated. And,
yeah, they're doing really good. You know who else is Paul George?
Oh yeah, he's back.
Yeah,
Paul George is back.
You could see he's kind of like missed the game a little bit, and he's
A little bit cobwebby.
yeah. Now, what do you guys think about what's going on in Oklahoma? What do you think about OKC? Because they've obviously Durant is back.
You know what?
How does he look?
You know what? He's starting to look okay, but the thing is, it's starting to look obvious now that he's maybe not the best player on the team anymore. I think Russell Westbrook is.
He lost a step, and the other guy took off.
Yeah.
I think so because the thing is, Russell Westbrook does everything. He assists, he rebounds, he scores.
He runs the court.
He runs the court, and Durant's just a pure scorer, basically.
With
Like,
little-
that's what he
with
does.
very little defense.
That's definitely Chauncey Billups was asked the other day, who he thinks is the MVP front runner, and he's Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
But I think it's because he got snubbed by Curry
No,
last year in the NBA. Dude, he left him standing there, bro. It was hilarious.
Oh,
The-
Yeah,
the mic?
Curry, he's waiting like a little kid, kind of like he doesn't want to ask, when your mom growing up, like when sign teléfono, no, cabrón. You know what I mean? So he's kind of like waiting, and then finally, like he's very dismissive. I don't know, maybe that kind of played into
Yeah.
it, because as soon as Chris Paul saw him, yo, what's up? my
Yeah.
dude?"
Yeah.
I'm like, did they just almost make out right now? It's freaking
That's my
weird.
nigga Chauncey.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I think.
Is that Clifford Paul that's popping on Woody? Anyways.
But I do agree though. Like,
RuPaul.
if anybody has a chance, RuPaul. If anybody has a chance to MVP besides Curry, I think it's gonna be Russell Westbrook this
Yeah.
year because that dude's strong, man. He gets triple doubles like nothing, basically.
What about Jeremy Lamb?
Jeremy Lamb.
There is a Jeremy Lamb, you know
Yeah,
that?
yeah, there is.
Yeah.
He plays
Yeah.
for the Thunder, I believe.
With
Right?
no, at the Hornets.
Oh, he used to be on the Thunder.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually on the verge of a 3-year, $21 million contract.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah, so
The guy that was with the Lakers?
no,
Nah.
he's ending his rookie contract, so he's only been in the league for a couple
Three,
years.
maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So
But yeah, like they look.
that's a good chunk of change.
But anyway, Oklahoma, like you're asking though, like I think they have a chance to go to the Western Finals if they stay healthy.
Who they
Yeah.
have at center right now?
I think they still got Serge Ibaka. I'm pretty sure
playing
still
like a
their
small
center.
center?
and he's still pretty solid.
Yeah, he's a
That-
good defensive
yeah.
guy, man. He blocks like good blocking.
Yeah.
So,
But they don't got like Cephalosha no more.
No, he's with the Atlanta now. He
Yeah,
was the
right.
one. Remember?
The rest.
Yeah, he sued the cops over there. 'cause
So
he
who
got-
do they got to replace him? Because they don't have Harden no more, and they don't got Cephalosha.
Yeah, let me see. Who did they pick it? Because they also lost Kevin Martin. But I haven't really got a chance to see any of their games. But I'll check out the the new roster and all that. But
Interesting.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
should be all right. But I mean, right now it's still on the West.
early.
I still got my money on Golden
Yeah.
State.
Golden
man.
State is just
they look too good.
if they can play like this all the way through the season, they're going to be the team.
The thing that'll hurt them
win.
only is if some kind of a major injury, like if any of their major
but don't
stars
you
got
think
hurt.
that they're that deep?
They are deep, but only if it's someone to like Curry maybe, or but they are deep. They even got what's his name, Bogut. Andrew Bogut hasn't even come back yet, and they're still operating.
Dude's
like that
always
without him.
gone. Like
he's
the
always
first
hurt.
half of the year.
He got a concussion this time, I think. He's always getting like real rough in the middle and stuff. Ooh,
Cephalus.
he's got it rough in the middle.
That's what she said.
But the West, the West is just deep though, man. The West is crazy. It's just
Yeah.
deep.
Lufa.
Rick Carlisle though with the Dallas agreed to a new contract.
Oh yeah, that's right.
35, somewhere like in the $35 million range.
Really?
They say he looks like. Do you think he looks like Jim Carrey?
A little bit.
That's what people
little
always
bit.
comparing
Like
him
Jim
to.
Yeah, like when he was
Jim
in the
Carrey.
Truman Show.
Yeah,
So
he's
Rick
a good
Carlisle.
coach.
I was hoping him and what's his name, Rondo. I wish they would have boxed it out. Dude.
Oh, that'd be
You know
cool.
they hate each other.
And Rondo's actually doing well with Sacramento. That's
Yeah,
what's crazy.
he's doing a decent.
He's
Him and Cousins, because they're both like outcasts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're coached by George Karl, so he's a guy that knows how to handle like different types of personalities.
Exactly.
But
I
there
mean-
hasn't been no beef between Cousins and George Karl.
No, not yet. So far, so good with them. They
that
beat
was
the
a-
Lakers, that's for sure. But I think they have a couple other wins
right
too.
Now,
I know
right
hasn't,
now, who hasn't beat the Lakers?
Shaq still has stake in that team.
Who?
He's eating the steak at the team. Yes.
Doesn't he own part of the
Who? Shaq?
the Sacramento Kings
Oh, the Kings. You know what? I believe he does have something to do. I
Right?
forgot
Like
about that. Yeah, he does.
for talking all that crap, calling them the Queens.
The Queens. I know.
Queens,
That's
yeah.
funny. Vlade is actually like a head of the front office up there too. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
their
the
Freddie
president.
Mercury.
Vlade D-flop.
Dun, 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 dun. Eat 'em all. Eat 'em all. Eat 'em all.
I see the silhouette of a ball.
Hey, but what do you? I think the unibrow man, he's bad though. Even though they haven't won a game
Who?
yet.
Albie Shore?
The unibrow, the brow,
The brow, he's-
Anthony Davis, man.
Oh yeah.
he had like
very
a
good player.
40-point game the other day.
Yeah, very good player.
You know
Yeah.
what, bro? I underestimated him a little bit coming into the league. I didn't think he
Oh,
was ready.
he's a
and
beast.
Yeah, he's totally.
Yeah, he's just not
He
surrounded with a good
you,
team.
you look at him and you're like, no,
Nah,
like,
he
there's no way. And then you just see him. He's just got finesse to his game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I picture that dude like if the camera's not, if he's not paying attention to the camera, like you'll catch him like picking his nose and looking at it and be like,
Doesn't
Anthony
he? Does,
Davis.
he does look
Oh.
like that. Like I know what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Right, like dumb.
Or
a little bit.
like he still has the eye stuff in his eyes from when you wake up. You know, you have the
And
eye
go wa-
boogers.
Yeah, go wash
You
your
know, the
eye boogers.
Press it
baby.
on the mouth.
Baby, like you're waiting for his mom to clean off his. No, come on, baby.
Like toothpaste stains on his
Okay,
t-shirt.
baby, you gotta make them free throws.
And he
baby.
still carries a lunch pail too when he goes to practice.
Paper bag.
Here's my permission slip, coach.
Why is it pinned to your shirt?
My mom said I could go with the team, coach.
On the field trip
Because
too.
you have no choice. You're under contract, bastard.
Yeah,
Like,
you better go.
You know, yeah, but he needs
A team. because
definitely.
They haven't won a
support.
game yet either.
Yeah, I mean it's only him.
But they played Golden State twice already, so you got it. That's it's gonna be tough to get a win when you have a tough schedule.
Very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
but we'll see how they
Yeah,
do.
so throughout the season, we'll probably be touching bases on the NBA and what's
Yeah,
going on.
the
Because
standings
it's a
and
very
stuff.
long season too.
yeah.
Not as
but-
long as baseball, but it's.
I mean, no, but it's still there's a lot of games that are played.
Yeah.
So, so we're gonna be visiting that from time to time, and hopefully we can get some guests to come in
All-star.
here and
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about it.
yeah, yeah.
Because I know, especially amongst the hip hop community, there's a lot of basketball
Oh, yeah.
fanatics and stuff like that. So
Yeah, hopefully we'll get maybe we could ask Flip Saunders to come through or something.
Oh,
What happened?
Too soon.
Too
It's-
soon.
Oh, or maybe I'm too late. Oh, I'm sorry.
Or
that joke is too late.
we'll get Meta World Peace.
So yeah, you guys, we're gonna do an NBA review. So once again, you guys are tuning in to listen to B-Side Sports Show with Shaye, Whitey, Eric J, myself, Ralph Figueroa, and so we're gonna go to our last segment. We're gonna do some shout outs and then call it a day, fellas.
Yeah.
So with that being said, go ahead, hit it, Drakk.
Drakk.
Boom. So we got a little bit of both.
Drakk, what's happening?
My favorite sport.
He's like, I'm gonna give myself a shout out on that one.
Now Drakk would have
So-
dropped the mean verse, and he gets wild like that Hawaiian elephant. You try to
Ooh.
tame him, right, Drakk?
It was a shout
We got-
out to
I know, right?
basketball is my favorite sport.
So yeah, man, we've had a good episode talking about sports and all this nonsense that's going on, and
Always nonsense.
You know
Nonsense.
what?
Most of the nonsense is in our head.
Exactly, and that was the same nonsense that was in Hardy's head. Apparently, if he thought he could get away with that, punk ass. So you're not gonna get a shout out anymore. So
No more Hardee's. Only to that restaurant. Hardee's. The Carl's Jr. of the East Coast.
that's the ground and pound. Whoa, shit. So, Shaye, what do you got on shout outs, man?
Oh man, shout out to of course, once again everybody that had came out to our 5th anniversary little party we had in broadcast, and all the people that tuned in and checked it out, and the people that reposted the flyer for us, to have people tune in, and thanks for everybody that's been down with us, the whole team, the whole B-side team.
Can we give a shout out to Jism?
Jism, yeah, shout out to Jism for
The
coming
almighty
through.
deadly Jism. Hey, you know what, dude? That fool's been putting it down for a long time.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
What about Lou, man, bro?
DJ Lou, man, it's the homie, man. He actually ended out the show, and the homie Namek did a track, and Lou man's actually his DJ for Rhyme Fest.
Oh,
He's
dope.
gonna be at Rhyme Fest, and he was here tearing it up, man. It was dope. He does the 6 scratches, man. You gotta check out.
Did Tony G come through?
Tony G didn't come through, but Sick Jackin from Psycho Realm was here. 2Mex was here. Percy P. We had all kinds of people, all angles. Choice One from K-Day. I mean, who was one of our resident DJs too, of course. A bunch of people that just watch us and that see us at shows and stuff like that came out. So it was real dope, man. And so just shout out to everybody for that. And of course, like Crazy Race and Young Baka, who also do shows here on the B-Side channel. Shout out to them. Oh, and of course, shout out to Hip Hop for Humanity. It's going down now. And I seen some pictures. They're already collecting a gang of cans for the homeless, to feed them for the holidays. And this is the final year of the actual organization.
Oh.
But 5 years strong, they did a good thing. But it's still going to be in some form coming back. That we're still going to be doing, of course, stuff here at the B-Side shop. We'll be doing. Shout out to everybody too that's helping us promote the B-Side shop in Covina right here at 130 Shoppers Lane. We have Hobo's brand, they're real down with us.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Couple, they're always
It comes
supporting
with a complimentary knapsack.
Yeah.
Hobos.
They're always supporting everything we do, and shout out to you guys, of course, man. For this is always fun doing this, man. Shout out Drakk, and everybody.
Don't forget me.
My boy
Hey,
Eric
DJ
J.
Lou, man, I heard you're a good scratcher. Why don't you hit this back right here?
Yeah.
Are your nails long?
So, man, good stuff, bro. It was good to see the event and so many people here supporting the B-side.
Yeah, man,
so,
that was real sick.
That's
It was dope.
awesome.
Yeah. So, get your hobos.
Shout out to my
brand.
boy Troy Berger. You know him too, Troy.
The Burger Man.
Troy Berger, he was here. He came to hang out.
Did
Every
he
once
come
in a
in
while,
the-
he comes through and
Did he
hangs
come
out.
in the Green Nova?
He doesn't have that anymore, I don't think.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shout out to Troy and the Green Nova.
That was in sometime in the 90s. I'm sure that didn't last.
So,
the way he used to drive it too.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a cop.
So, what about you, Eric J? What do you got for shout outs?
Shout out to the man upstairs for allowing me to do this fun stuff with my friends. To you guys as well, family and friends tuning in and supporting. Keep doing so. Drakk Spalling, my boy. Shout out to my 4 Golden Girls. And actually, this week I'll be attending the Botanical Garden, and there's a new exhibit. It's the rare and delicate Chicago Rose.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a highly acclaimed rose with a tender stem though, and a top pick could actually cost you about $94 million.
Wow.
But despite all the hype, this rose never blooms, so don't expect much from it.
Oh.
It's a kiss from a rose.
It's not the one that grew from concrete. Like.
Urban jungle
has a storm.
cowboy.
Sing the song.
Sad
Song.
sounds like Tony Romo does. That's right.
Oh, man.
Crooksland Rose and get on board. Shout out to Neil Diamond.
Oh, man. So, yeah, we've had a great episode, man. Just enjoying it. Like I said, talking about the NBA, all that good stuff. So,
How about you, my friend?
once again, definitely thank everybody for coming out last night to support the Ralph Figueroa and Friends show over at the Ice House, and for it being a sold-out event. Thank you guys for all that support that you guys give us in the comedy world. Actually, I'll be at the Ice House back again tonight, so they actually invited me back. They said, hey, we're going to do the Saturday Funny, so I'll be there tonight at 7:30.
Dope.
Next Friday, I'm sorry, it's tonight, right? Saturday, November 7th, right?
Yep, today's the 7th. Yep.
Saturday, November 14th at 8 p.m., I'll do I'm doing a great little fundraiser for the San Gabriel Children's Center.
Oh, dope.
So we're gonna be doing it in our Comedy Caliente at Azul in Alhambra. So tickets are $10, and basically we're gonna raise money to help these kids that are in doing transitional foster housing and stuff like
Totally.
that. So they're like it's like a group home basically. So we want to make sure that they have a good Christmas and. So we're gonna be raising some money for them. So, with that being said, I want to give a shout out to, of course, Maricela. Thank you for everything. She was the biggest help to me yesterday at the Ice House. A lot of things that I normally have to worry about, didn't have to worry about it this time around. So,
that's
I got a great helper. Definitely shout out to my boy Greg Hyder, Marcos and Connie Magallanes. Thank you guys for always supporting. Sean, Patty, Kelsey, and everybody at the Ice House staff. Thank you guys. Definitely get a shout out. Big Gene.
Oh yeah, Big Gene's out. He's out there. He's part of the board for the Hip Hop for
So-
Humanity too. He's out there doing his thing.
Yeah, so
Gene's
give
all over the place.
Yeah, Gene's. He's a good dude.
I have a
man.
lot of love for
It's
that
the
dude,
homie,
man. So definitely give that dude a shout out. To all the Handsome Devil comedy fans out there, thank you guys for supporting and keep doing what we do. And of course, the Bsidesports team, Drakk Spelling in the back, Shaye and Eric, man, you guys are always awesome to come in here on a weekend and just record and talk about sports and stuff like that.
We make each other smile.
Good time.
Pants are optional. So last but not least, we definitely want to thank all the fans that have been liking all our stuff and sharing. Larry Cabrera, my boy Rickster over in Chicago. So we got some fans all over the place. So thank you guys for supporting the B-Side Sports Show team.
Thank
So
you guys.
we'll be back next week. We're actually going to be recording next Saturday again.
As well.
So we got a lot of stuff coming up. So thank you guys. Keep tuning in. Find us on social media at B-Side Sports Show. And so for Shaye, Whitey, Eric J, myself, Ralph Figueroa, we will see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.